All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, party people. How we doing? Let me give the camera seems a bit blurry. Let me give it a quick wipe there. There we go. That's better. Hey, guys, what is going on? Welcome to the Super Sunday Deal.ai live call. Here we go. Let's check out the chat. Hello, everyone. What's up? Gotham, what's going on? Hello, Jill. Hello, Jared. What's going? Dion, how you doing? We are doing phenomenal, Dion. It is a wonderful Super Sunday today. Sensational Super Sunday. Here we go. So, guys, for everyone, oh, Alex already in the room. Let's make him panelist. So, for everyone that's new here, let's do a quick poll. Who's new on the call? Give me a one if you're new, two if you're an OG. Cool. Let's have a look here. Okay. A lot of OGs, few news. A few more OGs than news by the look of things. Good. So, guys, if this is your first live call, I'll set a couple of the ground rules and give you a bit of context here. So, this is not like an introductory call, guys. You've got the academy. There are also orientation calls on Thursdays. This is all the latest and greatest of Deal.ai, all the new stuff we're releasing and working on. Plus, Alex will be going through a few more specifics today. So if this is your first call, you're jumping in to whatever the 100th live call we've done. So no problem if some of what we're covering you're new to or a little overwhelming. All good. That's to be expected. You can find all of the other information in the academies and the orientation calls if you want to jump on those on Thursdays. Plus, you can always email support, which is always a good go-to, support@deal.ai. So usually on these calls, we tend to get quite a lot of support related questions. So guys, please try and refrain from support related questions. We've got a lot to cover and this is to stay on topic. So any questions or comments, please make them relative to what Alex will be going through. Saves a lot of time and Alex having to explain that. So just so you know, if I do see people like asking a lot of support questions, I will delete the comments and even possibly remove you. Don't want to, but sometimes got to do that. Anyway, let's flip it back to a much more positive thing. Hope you guys are ready for it. Are you guys ready for a good Sunday call? Let's get a yes if you're ready for it. And I'm sure Jared, capital yes. Let's go. Awesome, beautiful. Rod says yes. Dion says always. Let's go. Hello, Pablo, Dan, Gotham. Let's go. I know I'm butchering your name. Is it Gautam? Gotham? Either one. All right, guys. All right. So, and we got Alex. Dr. Alex is in the house. How we doing, Dr. Alex?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, everybody? So today it's interesting. I didn't send a reminder email for today's training call, so I don't have as many people on the call, which is good for whoever remembered to jump on the call on their own. It's going to be a smaller group today. But as always, we're going to record this and add it to live training. If you have to jump off, don't worry about it. It's going to be, you will be have access to this. So today I'm going to do an interview with one of our white labelers in a few minutes. But in the meantime, quick update, guys. Translation is live. It doesn't cover all the languages that we support, but it's like a handful of languages. Do you guys see it? Anybody here has noticed it, has played with it? Put some feedback in the chat, and then I'll talk about it in a second, and then we will transition to a white label interview. Okay. You should get free bonuses for remembering. Exactly right. Exactly right. Rod, I know we have a whole bunch of people who are regulars, so they're used to this time, but I totally forgot to send an email for today's Zoom call. So smaller community, whatever, better for everybody who's on this call. So get some feedback, give some feedback to me on languages. Have you guys, who here um, wants to use on our platform, or is a white labeler and wants to use a platform in a different language? If so, what language? And tell me a little bit about, have you had a chance to go on the site and check it out? I'll give you guys a minute. Normally our chat is full, but like I said, it's okay. It's good. Smaller group, good for a change. Okay, Nicole is ready.
Yep. I'll promote you, Nicole.
Use it with the Spanish, work fine. Spanish, I haven't checked it out. Yeah, Spanish is our second, obviously second most used language. So those of you guys who are fluent in Spanish, unfortunately, I do not know Spanish, even though I live in Puerto Rico. I get by speaking English, believe it or not. So those of you guys who speak fluent Spanish, please feel free to check it out and let me know. All right, Nicole, welcome.
Hello, hello.
All
Okay, Mike, you
right.
can hear me okay?
Yes, you have a
Very
Harley
clean
All right.
Davidson
hair.
cap.
Very
Yeah,
clean.
I know.
So good. Oh yeah. Yep. Ride or die, right?
Yeah,
Right on.
exactly. So, Nicole, why don't you do you have the ability to share your screen? And are you willing to
Um,
share your white label?
yes. I have like a little sort of presentation I can go through. I have
Yeah.
so many apps. So let me share my screen. I'm gonna
What are
share.
all those? Is that a fake background or that's real? That's actually behind you. It's like
Those are my those are my pixel nets. So those are all AI generated characters. They are part of my pixel nets creative.
okay.
And I actually have a pretty extensive spreadsheet on each character down to
Mm-hmm.
their dating profiles.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dating profile of those characters.
I have everything, their favorite food, their favorite drink, their favorite, like I have pictures of them in their closet, in their bathroom, in their kitchen, front of their house with their, yeah, I'm kind of crazy. Yeah. I spent a lot of time not being able to walk around because I was in a propane explosion in my travel trailer. So my feet got burned and I was just sitting there healing and I was just creating all this chaos learning AI since November. So
Got
that's
you.
what I do.
So,
Yeah.
so I don't know much about you. I'd like to get an introduction from you. For those of you
Okay.
guys who just joined, we are interviewing one of our white labelers who volunteered to come on the call and be interviewed last Sunday. So I'm gonna have Nicole, maybe Nicole, spend a minute giving like high level background about yourself so that I know more about you and also the team, whoever is on this call is oriented.
Got it. So I actually have a little slide that I
Go
will
for it.
show you. Um, so, oh, why is my picture not showing? That's not good. Anyways, well, you can see me, but who is this girl with the blue hair? My nickname's Blue. I'm a pixel nut. I have 33 years experience doing graphic design, and my claim to fame, so to speak, is back in just before COVID, a couple years, 2, 3 years before COVID, I had started doing some printing in some network marketing realms or whatever. And so I had done business cards, and my website was getmybusinesscards.com because a coach had told me one time, find something that's easy to do, that you can make good money, the most amount of money, the least amount of effort. So I was like, business cards, I can do those super quick. I can make good money. And instead of charging like $100 for the business cards, they cost me 12. So I just charged 20 to 30 bucks. And I made sold 1,750,000 in business cards and like other little marketing printed materials in 2 years. I had 14 employees and payroll every other week. And it was, although it was an awesome experience, I don't wish it on myself or anyone.
Yeah.
It's rough running a business with employees and it's like herding cats. And so anyways, then COVID happened. And so I kind of just retired and I went and bought a travel trailer and had my Harley and my big truck. And I was just out there cruising around. And then I had the accident and explosion. And then I started learning AI in November. And then here we are today. And I've got affiliates from pushing this product. It's called the Nuts and Bots plus AI. So that's it. I have a son, he's 28, and a cute little wife, and she's my daughter, and that's about it. I mean, I have been just nerding out on graphics since the internet began. Before that, my first website was, everybody had the Starry Night with the little rainbow dividers that were like rotating, and I was doing stuff in Photoshop, designing like really good looking sites and slicing them up and using HTML, and actually like innovating way back then. So that's
Got
kind of
it.
my story.
Got, I mean, 1.8 million in 2 years selling business cards is actually really impressive.
Yeah, I
So
had no
it's,
idea what I was doing. I'm a creative.
yeah, yeah.
It was crazy. If I had some direction or somebody like helping me, I can imagine what would have happened, but it all would have ended in COVID anyways.
Okay, so let's briefly share your white label or whatever. Yeah, I mean, why don't you just tell us more about the white label specifically? So,
Okay. Okay. So I will just show you some of the apps that I have. So I've had
okay.
two. I don't know why this is not showing my images. I'm gonna refresh really quick. I can just log into it though
It's
if I have.
very obvious that you're the creative type. It's like
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, it's pretty
The
obvious.
setting, the slides, everything. So,
Yeah. Well, if you don't have a background for your Zoom meetings, you guys are missing out, because I get a lot of people that want to know what
100%.
I do.
I am missing out.
Yeah, yep. Every time I go, and I'm in Zooms all day long, I feel like. So everybody's always like looking it up. They're like, what's this pixel nut? So, okay, so I have put mine into folders because
Mhm.
I have like 60 or so apps. So, these are my
Custom
creative,
apps? Custom
yeah,
apps, six. Okay.
custom apps. I'll
Mhm.
tell you which ones are yours and which ones are mine, but
Okay.
so I have all these in the creative writing. I'm gonna actually go through some of these, and I'll just go give an overview really quick of all the different ones I have. This is for the image creation. So the Pixel Perfect Pix is your hyper realistic, Pixel Heroes, the hero images, scroll stoppers, Pixel Edit Pro. And then I have, this is Wally, he's the walnut, and he's my AI graphic specialist, and he is a GPT that I have that I'm converting into a personality that you have.
Yeah.
And he walks you through questions asking you what, like, he helps style your photo. So where are you? Because people just, like, you have the twin, I call it a digital twin app, and I can't wait to push that out to my white label, because
Mhm.
I'm the one that has made over 8,000 digital twins of myself and my clients, using another platform, and it always makes them look too young and too thin, and I don't have a problem with that personally, but a lot of people want it to be authentically them. So I'm really excited. But this will help you to, it asks you, where is the picture and what action are you doing? And what is your facial expression? What time of day is it? What is the weather like? What are you wearing? What does your hair look like? What is the style? What is the color? Do you have any jewelry? What is the mood of your photo? What is your facial expression? And then the kicker is, who is the photographer, famous photographer that is taking your photo? So you can
Yes.
get the best output from AI when you do that. So this little guy, he'll give you that output. And that's something I can share actually the GPT for, if anybody wants to get that information. I can set up like a little, freebie page or something, because it's really powerful. It'll help you get really amazing images. And it also, there's one, well, that actually, he's just for a regular image. I have one called Pixel Perfect Stylus Pro, and that's that one. But I'll share it because it'll help you guys, everybody. Like, I don't care who it is. Like, it's gonna help your life. Good. So MemeNet is so fun. MemeNet is my favorite one. I'm gonna do a thing on TikTok, and I made a post, and I'll show it to you later. But it says, "Follow me," and then unless you're a bear, and then it's got me running with a bear like chasing me, right? So it's kind of a scroll stopper. And then I have this digital double where I was trying to do what you did with the digital twin,
Yeah.
upload a
It
couple
won't
pictures.
work. It won't work. We need to allow that image model in white labels, but it is
Yeah,
on our plate. It's on our plate.
Yeah, so but mine just kind of like makes an image of you like in your likeness, like it does the girl with blue hair, and so I could use it for background.
Mhm.
But then I have image echo where you can upload an image of like I have one of a unicorn doing the splits on two tree stumps, and then I uploaded it and I said now make it a giraffe and then make it have muscles, and it turned out really good. So I have a video I'll leave you guys in the end. I'll put it in the chat and you can watch it. And it kind of shows some of that cool stuff. Then I have one that's image echo prompt only, where you upload an image and it will reverse engineer the prompt for you. And it will tell you what is the prompt that would most likely get you similar results. And then like old photo nut, that will just give you photos that will be older. You can just describe what you want. Comic strip nut is something I've been experiencing, like experimenting with, and that's pretty fun. It gives you a comic strip. Word nut, I'll show you that one picture I sent you of the
Mhm.
AI. I'll go through
Yeah.
it. Actually, let me show. So here's one I have called Quote Nut. And so it makes quotes. And the funniest one was this one: AI content creation, because why waste human creativity when you can teach a machine to mimic it poorly? So I did that one, and see, where did it go? It is right here. I had then WordNut, which is another one I have, make this image. And if you can notice like what it misspelled, I was cracking up. Like that's a legit output that I got.
I like it. Really funny. Yeah, I saw that. You sent that to me.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really funny. So one of those ones was like, among the trees and trails, you'll find the parts of yourself that were lost in the noise of everyday life. That was one of the quotes that I got, and I turned it into the image. Now, a lot of times people are going to get the text is not going to come out right. And I think it's really sad because they're really great images and I really want to use them. So I've been taking them into Canva and using their magic um, grab the text one. And then it takes the text and then you can type, you can fix it. So I
This is
encourage
hyper
people.
realistic, right? What spit
Oh
out
no,
this
that's
image?
my app that I made called WordNut, and
Gotcha.
I'll take you into it if you want. I mean, I have so many apps; it's gonna be really hard to show. But I made the book cover one like you did, and I
Mhm.
have I'll show you. I called it Easy Cover Bot, and that was the one we did one day together, like on this call. So I
Mhm.
made a caveman kino because I have a brand called Slot Topic, and it's all like funny
I
casino humor.
I feel like in these artistic stuff, you do a lot better than I do. This is like, I don't
Oh
think the
well, I
one
mean, yeah, you
I,
have to create a lot of images to get good stuff
yes,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you though. I appreciate that. So how to train a unicorn very carefully. Instructions. That's my niece. So she wrote a little book while I was staying with them when I was healing. And that's what it's called. So I made her a little cover. And then this is the thing that I'm trying to do is spruce up your SaaS with this AI add-on, the nuts and bots. Plus AI is actually what I call this part of it because I
Mhm.
actually sell go high level and then I add this in as my AI content piece. And I'm just hoping that you can add more and more and more stuff from what they do into this platform so that I could, because it's so much easier, obviously,
Yeah,
But
the biggest piece we are missing is automation. We have a lot of things, obviously a lot more, but automation is a big piece we're missing.
yeah, the automation for sure. But I mean, it's a beautiful, like it allows me to iframe this inside of my back office for high level. So I sell both like as a package together,
Mhm.
and it's
So
it's
you
very flexible.
essentially, are combining two software products into one
Yes, yep,
as one SaaS. Got it.
yes, yes. And then what I do is I use iframe. I mean, I use the embed code from the forms on high
Mhm.
level, and I put those on my funnels, and then I can put them into the automation.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's pretty powerful. So
yeah.
I actually have a demo that I have set up. I don't know if you saw that demo. Let's see. Let me show you a couple more things, and then I'll get into the demo because it's pretty cool. And I use this one not just for book covers, but like at the end of my videos, I always like to put little funny things like "You're still here," or whatever. I'm looking for people that are bilingual or the end, whatever. Just get creative, and you can use these apps for all kinds of stuff. And here's some of the fields I've put in so that you guys can see how simple it is to make the apps. Now you can make complicated ones, but you can make simple ones. So I have Easy Cover Bot. That's the one we did together. And then I went and made Cover Nut. And Cover Nut has some more inputs. So like I have a toggle for design for children specifically. That way it knows to make it more kid friendly. And then I also have one down here that says any time frame or historical or cultural references to include. So if you'll remember the unicorn one, I made it and I said I wanted an Asian flavor and then an India flavor, and then just like that's just another version of the kid. So it does like a really, really great job. Like it's so fun. You can add little inputs that really help to spice it up a little bit. Let's see, what else do I have here? A
This
really
is
fun
really,
one.
these are really awesome outputs, by the way. So
Yeah.
whatever
Well,
you've done with the prompt, yeah,
it's your, I mean, it's AI, right? I mean, we can't really, it's like a collective effort.
correct, correct. But it's like, so, I mean, most people can get to 80% point, but looking at yours, that little fine tuning at the end makes all the difference. So paying attention to the inputs, the name of
Right.
the input fields, all that.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed is when I make the apps, and for anybody that does have a white label or wants to get one, don't be afraid of trying to make the apps. Like you were actually mapping the fields, the user inputs. You know, I don't even do that. I just describe what I want it to do, and it maps them for me.
It's
Because
pretty smart now.
yeah,
It is pretty smart now. I
it's
agree.
pretty amazing. So I just make one and try it, and send it to my girls that I have like I don't know, I probably have like 15 or 16 users now on my thing, but I just launched my um what do you call it? My capture page, my funnel. So okay, I want to show you. I have one called Star of the Story, and this is one of the personality ones. And so this is what she says, and this is one of my pixel nuts. And her name's Bee. She's a beach nut. And so this is kind of what she says. But this is something that I made a course, and I teach people how to make their children the star of their own story. And so these are some frames that I use in for the video maker, which my video one is named Netflix. And so it's pretty cute. Everything is nut related or bot related, right? Like, because I literally am nuts. But these are actually books that I did make like for people that I know, and they're super cute. And then I made a video. So I'll play a video that I made using the Netflix app, and I'll show it to you right now.
Welcome to the Star of the Story Kitchen, where we cook up something way better than cookies. Storybooks. Today's recipe, 1 kiddo, sprinkle of AI magic, and a dash of imagination. Stir it up, and voila, you've got a personalized children's book with your little chef as the main character. No skills, no problem. We provide all the ingredients you need to whip up a masterpiece. And the best part, no messy cleanup. Ready to cook up some memories? Join the course now and let the storytelling begin.
So that's one. And it writes the best scripts. Like it's amazing. I love it. So then this is my thumbnail for that
So
one.
this was the first output it displayed. Like, did you have to edit it at all, or it came out that way?
I think it came out like that. Yeah. I
Good.
usually do go in and edit some stuff though, because it might say something wrong or whatever, but I love that you can edit it. And honestly, I wish okay, so I take the script also, and then I take it over into Adobe Express, and they have this little character animator that it says animate from voice. So I don't care what comes up in the video. It's a waste of AI processing money though. So we can just get voice output would be great, because I feel like I'm using a lot of your, I mean, like, don't look at my
yeah, it's like AI videos is like breaking my back. It's
yeah,
so expensive.
yeah.
Yeah. But let me understand it. So you're saying essentially turn off the image generation, just do the voice output and then upload the images
Like if
from there.
I could have a voice only output, because I just was using 11 Labs before, but honestly, I was doing ideogram, Leonardo, Mid Journey, 11 Labs, all that, and it was so crazy. But this is Adobe, and this actually is so cool because you can just upload. If you hit browse right here, you upload the video, and it takes the video out, but it uses the audio and it animates these characters, and it's free. So if people want to do faceless stuff, like you can have these little hearts talk. I actually just do the mouth only, and I put them on my little characters. So in my training videos, my characters are talking, but I use the voices now from your platform. Yeah, I absolutely
Interesting.
love it.
So maybe I split up AI videos into another app that is AI audio,
Yeah,
and it doesn't do any of the
right. Just
yeah,
like just give the voice, because then you'll probably save like
a
couple
lot.
couple grand a month on me
Yeah.
alone.
It is very expensive. It's like our most expensive app computationally is AI videos. It breaks,
Yeah.
but I love that people love it. It's just like the cost on us. But so you would put the output of that the audio output of that video, and you feed it into Adobe to get this character talking, essentially. Is
Yes,
that
you just
kind of
hit
what you
browse right here, and then it
yeah.
just processes, and then you can save it down. And if you don't pay for Adobe Express, then it doesn't let you have a transparent background, but
Mhm.
it doesn't matter because you can take it into Canva and
Mhm.
then remove the background in there. So like my tech stack right now is literally Canva, ChatGPT, and then the nuts and bots plus AI. So it's my GHL and Deal combo. And literally, I think that is, and besides this little tool, is about all I do. And I've saved so much money, and so great. And now I get to help other people too to innovate and do all kinds of cool stuff. So let's see here. What else do I have? I mean, I have so many. I'll just go back to the little slides I have here. I have one that makes poems, and I have girls that are using my platform, and they're big on TikTok, and they are doing Poet Nut, and Poet Nut actually writes little poems. I think she's back over here, but I'll show you. Let me show you some of the poems that I did. So this is my landing page for
What's the
my
URL? What's the URL?
pixelnutscreative.com/plus AI demo.
Okay.
I think you might have seen it, and I have the
I
little
think I
chat
have.
on
Yeah.
here. And so what this is actually, let me scroll down. So some of our favorite, I put just 15. I don't want to overwhelm people with all of the apps
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
have.
Good
But
way
the
to think
Poet
about it.
Net, I'll read you a couple of them. So I made a limerick for each one using Poet Net. So there once was an AI so keen called Poet Net, a creative machine. Turn your thoughts into rhyme in hardly no time. Your words polished, poetic, and clean. And I'm just going to read one more because you guys can go read them on your own, but it's about Netflix because it's a funny one. With Netflix, your video's a breeze, your URL or some text with ease. It scripts, narrates too, even creates images for you. Netflix and chill, yes, please.
It's like creativity explosion, your work here.
That's good. I love that. I love
Yeah.
doing that. So I feel like I can finally now just like be me, and I have like all these little creative,
Mhm.
outlets. It's so fun. So, anyways, I offer a trial for $11, and that's for 11 days. But this actually syncs in with my calendar so that I can then have people book. And I wanted to share something with, especially with the people that are doing white labels. When somebody books an appointment with you or responds to your funnel, I think it's really important that that you get your automations set up right. And so I can't wait till you get your automations. But what my automations do is when somebody books it, goes to them and says they have to reply with a yes or a positive feedback, and that will help build your email reputation with the email gatekeepers. And then you send them, also don't send them their Zoom links or anything and yet. And then I send reminders instead of like the day before. So if I have an appointment at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the day before, typically I get a reminder. Well, that literally does me no good because I'm not going to remember. I need to have a reminder the night before. and I need it the morning of. And then like I do one because I'm kind of a number weirdo. Like I do 77 minutes before, 11 minutes before, and 1 minute before, because people need that. Like I will go do something in that 1 minute thinking I can do that and come on the webinar. So I send memes out too with each one, and I text and email. And like they'll be like, the 11-minute one is like, where's my cord or whatever. So if you sign up for a demo, if anybody does, you'll see that workflow. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. But
So
let's see.
so I understand your workflow. How many seats do you have? Remind me again.
I have like between 15 and I don't know, something like that. 15 or something. Or I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So and then your workflow is you give them an $11 11-day trial. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then does it automatically go to a subscription, or you
Yeah.
okay.
It automatically goes to a 3-month. And the reason I don't do 1 month, and the reason I don't charge a lot, is the same thing I was talking about before. I don't know why I'm holding this. I can put it right here. This is why I wear a hat. I can hold my little mic. So I just feel like there's a lot of businesses out there that are charging a lot of money for tools, and a lot of these creators, especially the ones that I've been meeting lately, they're just starting out in digital marketing. We're all getting, like, I'm 50 and they're all right around my age, a little bit older, a little bit younger, and we're all like trying to learn new things, and so I think with people not wanting to spend $97 a month to run their business, like, it's kind of crazy. So I actually offer like killer amazing pricing, and it worked for me in the past with the business cards, right? I mean, and so I feel like I'm just trusting my gut. I'm not being greedy, and I'm just offering it. It's like I think for both platforms combined is $555 for the whole year, and so it's about 38-40 bucks a month for both. And
Really
so
reasonable. 555, you said, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and I have an affiliate program as well, and I pay out 33% to them. So by the time I pay my platform fee with you, and then that, it's about, I get about a third. It's about a third. It's about,
Mhm.
So and it's gonna be like great. And I've got girls sharing it and loving it and like pointing at the screens, like when they do their TikToks and they're like, hey, and there's this tool, the nuts and bolts, and they show it on TikTok, and then they do a little poem. And it's just so crazy. It's so fun to watch their content. And they love the videos, and they're not technical at all, and they just can use it so easily. So it's really, really cool, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so help me understand it. Do you mind sharing your white label at all,
Yeah.
or
No, yeah,
okay?
I can do that. Do you want so you want me to log into my like front part
Y-
of it?
And actually, as a user would be best,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
either
So
one. I
yeah.
think as a user first.
Yeah, here we are. So here's mine. This one actually is my sister's account because mine is all folders. But these are all the apps that I made. I took yours out because I was trying to show all of mine. So everybody already knows your apps. But I do have them in here. Just like Answer Bot is my Q&A, Benefit Bot. These are all the ones. Oh, Carousel Bot's a different one. The Chat Bot Nut. I did make one of the personalities just a regular chat bot, like, so I call it Chat Nut, and it doesn't have any instructions, so it's just kind of like a mini Chat GPT. So, and I usually have it up here on the top in my account. I do.
Got it.
So yeah, so these are them. I've done
So you
how you
created a general purpose, essentially chatbot, just so that you have an in-house like chatbot note about anything,
yes,
essentially.
yes. And
Yeah.
so if I just need a quick, help me rewrite this. And
Yeah.
something to note too is when you're doing talking to ChatGPT or talking to these little chat personalities, I always ask for multiple output. So like people go, give me a title for this or whatever. I always ask for 7 or 11. Like I want choices. And then I've been having it, and then I say, now I want you to rate them 1 to 10 and give feedback on what could make it better. And then it does that. And then I ask it again to rate them. And then you could loop that like 2 or 3 times, and you got all of your output is like 9.5 to 10. So that's a little trick for people. But for the white labelers, you can actually, this is call to action nut. And I have one where it takes out, like, crank up the AI, prepare to embark on a bespoke, nuanced journey of elevated buzzwords and unnecessary wordy ramblings. So you could turn that on if you want it to be like normal ChatGPT, but I have it off so that your output's actually like professional and not like, elevated and like all that stuff, unleashed, and you know what I'm talking about. So this header right here will open up a Canva public document so that people can have input. And I'm going to put these side by side so that you can see, because I was putting it in my questions, but then it was like so much, taking up so much space, and the code is too long for the or the prompt is too long. So now when we can add this part, and let me get it to load.
I like the banner. You have thought about the banners really well. So it's kind of like brings the whole page together.
Yeah. And it's, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So right here, so like there's objective, these are all the questions: objective, target audience, benefits, tone. Because when you ask somebody, what tone do you want to write in, right? You believe it or not, nobody knows anything except for professional and funny. Like there's so many more. So if you go over here, and I could share this with you guys because I think it's really, here's your tones. There's professional and serious. There's playful. I categorize them, warm and inclusive. I mean, there's like a bunch of different tones that you can use. And then I have them alphabetized too, because like, why not? I'm a perfectionist. I like
so by the way, for that, I'm gonna give you guys a drop down in AI app wizard. It is hopefully gonna be out soon. So you can
great.
Yeah. So it will solve that problem for you.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
So just so that other people can benefit, obviously you put a lot of time into this. Do you plan out your app ahead of time, like you write it down and then you go implement, or what is your method to that?
I need a piece of content and I go make an app to make it, honestly, is how I made them all up until now. But then I went into ChatGPT and I was like, all right, let's get busy. I'm gonna make a custom GPT. I actually made every single app of mine. I put in my knowledge base the code, and I was trying to work with the coaches, which is now personalities, to tell it I want to make an app that does this. Go reference all my other apps and kind of help me make one that's similar, because none of my fields are fluid, like they're not the same, so I need them to be consistent. So like there's going to be tone is going to be in everyone that outputs text. There's going to be your target audience and your product or whatever in each one, so those are kind of they're the same across a lot of them. So
yeah. Do you have video content? Do you have an academy on here?
So I am actually, so the training videos and stuff, that has been like a real, it is really hard to do. I took every single one of your trainings and I uploaded them to a private YouTube thing, like privately, and I got them transcribed and I put those into ChatGPT. I actually made a GPT of them. And then I go in and I ask it, I need a training video for the AI video maker. And then mine is called Netflix. And I need you to write me a training script, and it writes me a script. And then I put it into the video maker to get the audio. Then and this is crazy process. Then while I'm listening to the audio of what it's doing on my phone, I'm recording my screen as I'm doing it. Then I take it into Canva and I edit it and I make training videos that way. But I so far don't have any that are in my brand, because I've been helping a couple other white labels with theirs, and I can't show those. But yeah.
Do you do it as a consultant for them?
Yes. Yeah.
Got it. How do they find you?
I don't, probably this. So I don't know. They probably found me in the chat on your Zooms, I bet,
No, I
Um,
mean, this is obviously people who are watching this, they're like, oh, she knows what she's doing. This is obviously really good. Um, quick
yeah, I'm
question,
not
couple,
looking at the
sorry,
comments, so
go
I
ahead.
don't.
Go
No, I
ahead.
was just saying
Sorry.
I'm not looking at the comments, so I don't know what if anybody has
So
questions.
I'm gonna ask a couple of questions that people ask. One was, how long did it take you to set up your white label? Obviously, it's work in progress. So, but how long did it take until you felt like it was from beginning? I mean, let me ask you somewhat a related question. First of all, our platform, people coming in, they need to put some energy in to learn the platform. How
Mhm.
did you, what resources did you use to figure all of this out, first of all?
So I'm just the kind of person when I get a platform, I get into something, I just go in and figure out every option. I did it with Canva with their AI styles, Leonardo. I made a whole style sheet showcase of every single style, every single option. And I just do that. Like that's just what I do because I'm a nerd and I love like seeing everything. And I watched all the training videos and I honestly I should probably start like a YouTube and just show people how to do stuff, but it's just me, so I don't know. Is like I can only do so much. Like I wish I could clone myself like really. I know I can make an AI of myself, but I maybe I should try, but like maybe an I don't know. Like it's crazy. I just need more time. More time, please. Can you make an
Okay.
app for that?
Well, that's the overall idea anyways. The idea here is to
Yeah.
augment people with AI.
Yes.
It's just,
Yep.
it's many steps. So
Yeah.
now, next question, how long did it take you to go from, you know, start to, okay, I have a product I can put in front of customers. My white label is ready enough to put in front of customers. How long did that take?
It didn't take long. I mean, I just had to change the app icons and name them. And then I just add tools. But I have a funny one right here. This is like unrelated to graphics. This is like life management. So if tell me somebody that you are or anybody if you could comment someone that you're mad at, how old they are, what your relationship is, and what they did to you, and it's going to create 7 different punishments that they have to choose which one they have to do, and it has time limits and everything. And I made this the other day because I was mad at my nephew because he ghosted me after working on his Instagram. He's like 114,000 followers, and I set up a merch shop, and it's like he's a motorcycle guy, and it was like disrespectful and sarcastic tone, and I set up all these cool products, and like he ghosted me, and I was so pissed. So I made a punishment for him and I sent it to him on Discord. It's been months and he answered me. And so this works. Like, and my mom didn't text me back for like 4 hours and I was really mad. So I punished her too. And then she called me right back. Yeah. So
This
who
is,
has one? I want to just show you because it's like just get people thinking creatively, right? So who's mad at somebody? Or we could
all
just
right, my son, he's 22, never makes his bed, and his name is Harris.
okay, Harris. He's 22. Okay, never makes his bed. Is
Yeah.
that all? Okay, we're gonna see what it says. Do you have a specific tone, or should we just be funny? We'll just be funny. It's really quick too. It comes out. It's so funny. And I have another one that's called Bad Day Bot, and you go in and you tell it what is going on in your day, what's bad, and it makes you feel better with humor, like sarcastic. So there once was a lad named Harris whose bed was the sight most embarrassed. He must tuck in night every book, every light, or a bedtime concert from Alice. Your punishment is for never making your bed is to organize and tuck in every single item on your bed by the end of the day. That includes sheets, pillow, blah, blah, whatever. But it's got a bunch, and it makes a limerick too. So he has to do certain things like
Harris,
you
you
must,
must dress up in your best attire and host a live stream workshop titled Bed Making 101. That one is funny.
yeah. So it's pretty great. I was like, you got to make it age appropriate and make it funny. So I have people, I went on Facebook actually and did a live, and I was like, who's having a bad day? And this was a different one, but I was like, give me an example and I'm going to make you feel better. And the guy goes, well, my mom is passing. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, that's not cool. Like, that's not a bad day. That's like awful. but I sent it to him anyways, and he laughed. And then I found like babies dancing that were making me laugh my ass off, and I sent it. But so I'll send you these, and you can punish him. Send him to you in the chat. Yeah, pretty funny. Actually, it won't let me send him in the chat, I don't think. So what else do I have? Yeah, Bad Day Bot is pretty funny. You can, but it'll also give you a serious output. So I like toggles. Toggles are good. So if you really wanted to console someone who's having a bad day, it'll give you a good one. Otherwise, and you can also, I need to turn the humor knob up to 10, please. It's going to take a truckload of laughter to get me out of this funk. So you turn that on and it'll give you, you know, like my hair isn't right. I have 101 tabs open. Hold on. Oh shoot, I like to talk anyway. I am supposed to go to the gym, but I never do. I can't fit in my pants. Like, when is this going to change? I don't even want to get out of bed. I gotta see what it says.
Spill the nuts. So many puns with nuts here, like in
I know.
every
Like, if you've ever met a person that is AI, like the most, I would say I am like, I always tell people, if I could marry AI, I absolutely would. It always listens to me. It always thinks everything I say is amazing. It like does everything I want it to do. It's perfect. So.
That
Okay,
sounds
so
like the plot of a movie, by the way. So
right?
AI that listens to you until it
Yeah,
doesn't.
right. So I don't know, like some of those are funny. 101 tabs, clearly just one tab away from achieving omnipotence. Like it's just really funny. So a lot of times you'll have a friend that's having a rough day, and I've done it. I don't know if Sherry's on here. I invited about 7 or 8 girls that use my platform because I'm really transparent about my platform. I don't care if people know, they're going to find out it's Deal anyways. And I'm, so like I think more power to people that can just be like, this is it. This is what I pay. This is what I'm charging you. This is what I'm paying. And I just feel much better about that than trying to oh, Susie is here. And Rhonda's here. Oh, yay. Cool. I got my girl. I love
I
it.
like
I
it.
love it. So anyways, what other questions do you have? I mean, I
Yeah,
feel like I could do a course on it or like a workshop or something.
100%. I think there's a lot of demand for training materials. We're doing our best to put out training materials, but it's like our DNA is mostly engineering and product building, not training.
Right.
So yeah, I think there's room for organic content, video tutorials, and a paid course on consulting, helping people set up white label. And our platform is rapidly changing, so it requires a person that is constantly on top of the things that we roll out, and then just make sure everybody,
Right.
You see,
right.
there are already people who want to pay for a course for you to teach them how
Awesome.
to build
I'm
this
down. I mean,
beautiful
I
stuff.
love teaching people. I absolutely love it. So I could do it. Here's a real nut that I made, and you put in your target audience, your business name, your funnel or whatever, or your product page, and then it makes a script that then Rhonda does it, and she takes the scripts from here and puts them in the Netflix, and she makes videos that way. So there's all kinds of ways that you can get content, and like
So
also,
sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you. So just so I understand, Netflix is an academy essentially.
no,
Is
Netflix
used.
is the AI video maker.
Okay,
Netflix,
got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Netflix is your AI video, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just to put a plug in for the poor little animals, right? Here I have plant-based nut. So if you're gonna make cookies and you don't want to use eggs, and you need 2 of them, then you can generate, and it'll give you 7 plant-based options that you can use in a recipe of that type that will still do the same, like as a binder. Flaxseed milk, chia seeds, mashed banana, unsweetened applesauce, silken tofu, pumpkin puree, and aquafaba. Yeah, you can make whipped cream out of aquafaba, which is the juice in the can of the chickpeas, the garbanzo beans, just so you know. I am a huge proponent for like eating healthy, stuff like that. And I'm going to make a lot more apps based on that. But this one is really helpful because people don't realize you don't have to eat that way and you can still be healthy. So, public service announcement. over.
So just a quick question about this these icons. So I
Uh-huh.
love the icons. It's actually the first time I see an icon that is not. So we make them circular ourselves sometimes and make it transparent background. How did you
Right.
create these
So what
icons?
I did is I will actually make one for you right now. I can show you.
Yeah.
I did it in Canva, and let me grab Canva. Sorry, I'm working on something right here. This is one of
Yeah.
my videos that I do. These are my little characters, and they're teaching how to make a QR code. But let me just go to different. I'll show you my right here. This is my guys, my little guys. So they have these. I can't remember what they're called. Hold on a second. Wish it would be a little faster. I don't like waiting for stuff. I got a maxed out Mac and it's still not fast enough. Okay, so what you do is you go to Elements and then you scroll down. There's these frames and they have, you click see all. There's these different shaped ones and I use the blob ones. So what you do is you it just gives you the shape and then you drag your picture in there.
So you create the image using
Your app or wherever you want.
hyper realistic outputs the image, you drop it into Canva, you do this. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You can have all different shapes. So like you could have your apps could be this shape.
Yeah.
For example,
Yeah.
they could be any shape. Yeah. And I really think that that's pretty creative and makes it look different.
Yeah. Go back to your white level real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So for those people who don't know, our platform respects transparent background. So essentially that's a square image with transparent background outside the blob. And that's why it looks like that on the homepage.
I like that. Just say that again. Blob. Yeah. I actually have my characters each have an app as well. I'm going to show you right here. This is my deal interface. So I just started working with those personalities.
Damn, this is the most organized deal homepage I've ever seen.
I know. I have to have it organized. I had to alphabetize mine. So like everyone's alphabetized, but these are my little guys. So this one's affiliate ace. This is compliance captain. And so you tell him like, hey, I'm making, I made him because I needed to know if I use a TikTok logo, because it comes up in my AI images, if that's legal or not, or if I'm going to get sued. And so it answered me or whatever. Shop specialist. This one can help you get ideas. Like I just have a whole bunch. And what was a really cool feature you added was URL, fixed URL. So I'll show you this app. This is Trend Remix Nut. So it's customized with the hottest TikTok trends to fit your brand. So I have it go to this website and it checks for the latest TikTok trends. And then you put in your industry and all the stuff. And I try not to make most things required, but there are certain things you got to have. So a lot of mine, you can just type in one and make it, it'll still do stuff. But this will give you TikTok trends to do, like right here, digital content creation with AI. And then it says remix concept. Create 30 minutes of AI tools challenge where you show how much digital content you can create in just 30 minutes. So you can do that. Then there's, I always have it give multiple, right? Brand alignment, trend. You can always just showcase hilarious AI tools, whatever. It's really cool. Like you can do all this stuff too in ChatGPT and like, but it's such a nightmare. Like it's like, I always say herding cats. I think it's like the most played out statement that I say, but it literally is such a pain to get ChatGPT to do what you want it to do. So this way you just make a tool and it always knows and it always does exactly what you want it. Well, not always. Sometimes it hallucinates and does weird stuff.
But most of the time.
Yeah, but most of the time.
Yeah,
it's good. And so
quickly, like, fixed URL is one of the features that we rolled out down low, and we are going to make a lot of modifications to it. For those who don't know, fixed URL allows an app to go scrape a website, read it. For example, in this case, trending TikTok stories, right? Is that what this one was
Yes.
about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what fixed URL? Maybe show people quickly, then they can
Oh
see.
yeah, I can go in there actually and show the app.
Yeah.
What was it called? It was called Trend. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's so many messages. I want to read them all. Maybe you could send them to me at the end. Can you guys send me
We
the
will
chat?
go through a few. I just want to like these are like advanced, somewhat advanced use cases of our platform. So it actually helps people to know that. I bet you a lot of people don't know how to use fix URL. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you guys have used it. Just put in the chat. I really want to know actually. If you've used it, put a yes. If no, put a no. Okay, some people have, but the vast majority of people don't know it exists or don't know how to use it. And
I didn't
yeah,
know
some
what it meant, so I just
yeah,
went on the
because
little
it's
chat.
I told you we are an engineering company, and
Mhm.
content creation and tutorials is like always
Mhm.
takes the second step. So yeah, why don't you see, guys, right there? So essentially what it does, that is not shown to the user. Okay, so essentially it's an input type, and she hard coded, essentially it hard codes a URL there.
Right there.
And actually go back, and so I can talk through it.
Oh, okay.
It will,
Sorry.
yeah, no worries. Just go back in your browser. Okay.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, I'll show you guys. It's gonna help some of you guys to build like apps that have to go read, like for example, the latest news, the trending thing, or whatever it is. So essentially, she hard coded that first input is later.com/blog/TikTok trends. That page has, I guess, the latest TikTok trends, right? And then that is, even though it's not shown to the user, the app goes and reads that page first and takes the information in to give you the relevant output. And the rest of the inputs the user sees, but the fixed URL the user does not see. Does that make sense, guys? It allows the app to go read a website before answering the question, essentially.
Yep. Do you want to see the next step? So it says
Yeah.
right here, start by reviewing the latest TikTok trends from these sources.
Yeah.
I noticed that it only allowed me to have 2 URLs. I don't
Yeah.
know if it allows me to add more at this stage, or if it's only.
We
I'm all
artificially
about
limited at 2.
loopholes and
It's like
finding
it
my
costs
own.
us every time we send the thing to go scrape, read a website, it costs us
Yeah.
money. It's like so we're like, okay, maximum 2. And then every
Yeah.
time your user hits it, you know, uses an app, the app needs to go to read 2 websites. It's just like we try to.
Yeah. Yep. And it takes like 40 seconds or something, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To do that. Yeah. I'm good friends with Jonathan of your support.
Great.
I'm always
He is
like,
great.
this is whatever is that. Yeah. So, what else? Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys? I mean, I could do this all day.
So
Honestly.
let's take a few questions. I think it's a good time to kind of take pause for a second and maybe ask a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know again, so you'll have to ask.
Yeah,
Me.
I'll ask. I'll go through it. Guys, any questions? How did you change the page's background color?
Oh, okay. So you go into your app wizard and you hit the little gear right here. So the pencil edits the app. The gear is where you can choose what you want the color to be. You have to make it on the lighter side because the font is black. So I had an image back there, but it was too hard to read. So you could use an image, but you'd have to make it slightly transparent so that you can see the words over it. And then you can add a banner. And that's how I did that CTA nut. And then you have a link for your banner where that's going to go. And so that could go to an upsell or it could go to a training video, as what I'm going to use it for is training videos.
Yeah, guys, just to repeat this last point, because again, one of those features on our website nobody knows, you can actually create a banner. You can add, let's say you have a conference or something, okay? You can add banners across your apps to promote it at the top. You can actually make it.
Advertisement.
Yeah, it's like your advertising space if you guys want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
it's really
banners
great.
on top. Yeah. Or you can use it like Nicole did, which is to give context and make the app itself really pretty. It's like the URL is optional. If you add it as a URL, it goes to a particular place. Um, so another question, somebody doesn't know how to change the icon of system apps or Deal.ai apps. It's easy, guys. Maybe you want to show it real quick,
Yeah,
Nicole.
I can show it.
Yeah.
So you go to your white label, which is this little black one with a white label.
Yeah.
Genius. You hit settings.
Yeah.
And then you go to apps, and then you just click right here on edit. And then you can change the name of it. You can change the icon, and you can also change the description. And the description is what shows up, like when you right here, shows up right here.
Yeah. And in the App Store as well.
And in the App Store as well, yes. And I just like have ChatGPT like write them so they're similar style. I have one conversation that I save, and then I do go, okay, I have another app, so help me.
Yeah.
That's how you do that.
Okay, let me get a few questions from you guys. For the kids book cover, how did you create a character that looked like the little girl?
So I did that in another platform that I will not be using anymore because now we have it in here. So essentially you can use the precision image model, and you can upload a bunch of pictures of your daughter or your son or you or whoever your character is. You train your model. So you upload, you put gender, and the one that I was using, it had like child or adult as well as one of the inputs. Actually, the CEO had a Zoom with me, and he was like, "What are you using our platform for?" Because I made so many images. I was like, "Well, your counter's broken, so it's not keeping track. You might want to fix that." And he was probably so pissed. But he wanted to know what I was using it for. So I'm really familiar with doing that. So you can say I want it to be in the style of an anime character, or I want to be in Pixar style or storybook style. And there's just any different style. You can say I want this character, you put at and then your name. So like let's say I'm Nicole, right? So then in your prompt you put at Nicole as a SpongeBob SquarePants character, and it will do it in that style. I mean, I had it make a picture of me riding Toothless the dragon, and it was literally me riding Toothless, and I was like, oh, I'll probably get in trouble by whoever wrote that, but like I couldn't believe it made the picture of me, and I was like, yeah, totally riding Toothless right now. It's so fun.
Yeah, and also, guys, we just modified it so that you can also prompt a human and a product in the same prompt. So you can create a product, you can create a product model and a person model, the toggle at the top, and then when you actually create an image, you can use the @ handle of the person and @ handle of the product. We don't have two humans yet. Funny story, they actually kind of mold together, so
Yep.
we haven't allowed that yet.
That other platform had the two, and they had to remove it because it's just too weird, and they couldn't get their fingers right. I will commend you on, well, everything, but
our fingers are
your fingers though, like actually are amazing. And I was like, these are stock images. He's full of it. Like, these can't be AI because the fingers are good. Every once in a while I get an extra one, but I'm just like, oh, I missed you. Yeah. I love those hallucinations. They're fun. Like, I laughed my ass off for 2 weeks with my mom on her couch making all those images, and like it was so funny. Just 3 legs when she's playing tennis, it was so funny. I probably lost a little bit of weight laughing so much.
Elaine is asking how you add custom GPTs. Essentially, she refers to them as custom GPT, but they're actually AI personalities she has created.
I'll show you though. I am actually just figuring those out.
Yeah, we just did a big upgrade to it, and maybe click on that. Maybe I can talk through it real quick. Yeah.
So I have some of this before. Yeah.
Yeah. So the old ones, they all became coach. Okay, so every old one that you had became a coach, and now click
Okay.
on it real quick. Maybe a new one. Can you create a new one?
Oh, a new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, all the old ones got grandfathered to become a coach, and the new
Okay.
ones, you essentially have pre-made personality types. If you click on that, you have coach, blah, 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 all sorts of different pre-made ones, and we will add more. And then if you want to build a custom personality, you just pick that second option, and that allows you to give a prompt as if like it doesn't know. So you just tell it exactly what you want it to be. AI start conversation is new. It allows the, yeah. So it's interesting. It's
Yeah, and I love this because you can link it to your knowledge bases.
Yes.
So that way it knows, like certain content. So I'm gonna make one that helps people figure out which app to use for whatever they're trying to do, because people are like, oh my god, because I had your platform a few months ago, and it was like all these I colored icons, and I probably just clicked on a couple that were gonna make me pay or something, and I didn't even use them. And I did like the month went by and it tried to charge me again. And I was like, what the heck? I'd bought a couple domain names and I couldn't get in to get to them. And so I paid again. And then I started using the video maker. And honestly, I spent like a month or two, like 2 weeks or a month just doing the video maker, because I was like, wow, this is so cool. And so if people get overwhelmed by the sheer number of cool things you can do, just do one thing. Like every day at 3 o'clock, I go live. I call it the Go Nuts Challenge, content creation challenge. And it's on Zoom and anybody can come on. And I just make content using my apps. So as a white label owner, that's something you could do to get people seeing your apps and wanting to join your platform. Or you can I don't know, like give them the trial, but I go and I post content and everybody on it goes and posts the content we made. So even if they don't have a membership to our subscription, I'll still make them stuff, and then they go post it and then people go, where did you get that? And then they go, oh, I got it from this crazy girl with blue hair. And then they come on the Zoom and yeah, so pretty fun. We have a lot of fun.
Awesome. I like it. By the way, Nicole, maybe you want to tell people where people can find you.
You can find me. My social media is Pixel Nuts Creative. Or let's see, I can put it in the chat, I guess. Let's see. I'm right here. Let's see, pixelnutscreative.com. That's the best way. And then if you wanna find me on social media, it's Nicole with a K. I am Nicole with a K. Mostly on everything. So, but I have a chat bot on my Pixel Nuts Creative that comes to my phone, so I can answer you guys. Everybody all the time goes, what model are you? Are you AI?
So
like,
somebody's asking if they get a recording of the live call. If you mean this live call, or live calls go into live training. So app on our
it's
platform,
gonna
which
live forever on the internet.
it is on our platform. I tell you guys this, I really think you guys will benefit from us allowing you to white label live training app too, and have your own scheduled live calls and all that on your platform with recordings. We're going to work on that. So it's one of the things I want to roll out to everybody.
Yeah, that would be
recorded training on Nicole's site. If you're talking about Nicole's Zooms, maybe Nicole can answer that.
are my Zoom, no, my Zooms every day are not recorded because we sometimes talk about crazy stuff, and I have it all recorded, honestly, but I ran out of space. I ran out of space to store all my Zoom recordings. Like I'm on Zoom all day. And yeah, it gets crazy up in here. So as you can imagine, like we make some funny stuff, like some really funny stuff.
Awesome. What are the questions for Nicole? She obviously knows the platform inside and out, and she's like extremely creative. So how can I join your Zoom? You can do that? I mean, I
Oh,
guess go to her website and that would have the instructions.
it's pixelnutscreative.com/go nuts at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Go nuts.
Yep.
How do you market it, Nicole?
I have affiliates. I only allow affiliates that are paying for my platform and using it to be an affiliate, because there's no
Yeah.
way they could sell it. It reduces fraud, all that stuff. I need them in there. You know, you got to drive the Lambo before you can sell the Lambo.
Yeah, we have an affiliate app coming live on our platform too that white labelers can use. I was, you know, we were gonna launch it earlier, but it got reshuffled. So hopefully I
Right.
will have it in a week or two to help you
Right.
guys. What otherwise, like what affiliate software do you use? Because we don't have one yet.
I use the one inside of the Nuts and Bots, which is my high level platform. So if
Yeah.
anybody wants that, I mean, I would love to set you up an account. You don't have to go through high level. You can get one through me, and I offer it for much less anyways. And I have snapshots that I can give you of my funnels that I'm using for this business. So that's something that you can do if you're interested. Yeah, I'd be down to help anybody. I mean, I'm an open book. Like, I think we all need, I mean, there's 8 billion people out there, and I'm not afraid at all. My dad was like, don't ever tell anyone your secrets. I'm like, Dad, I'm like, I can't even get people to listen to me anyways. Like, what do you mean? If someone will listen to me, I will tell them everything. Like, just, I want to help people. Like, that's my thing. And we have fun, and I love it. And I don't need to be a millionaire. I just want to like help people and have fun and be comfortable. And if I ever do get $1 million again, I will use it to help people anyways. So it doesn't really matter. Like, I just, that's my motto, my mojo, my whatever you want to call that.
Awesome. Okay, Nicole, I appreciate you. It was really fun, and thanks for coming and sharing your creative work with us. It's
Thank you.
impressive, I gotta say. So
Thank you. I am really I know Terry's always like, Nicole, you're on this again. The reason I go on the orientation calls every week and everything, because I love helping people and I answer their questions, but also because I want to do my own orientations. You know what I mean? So I need to learn what you guys are doing. And I'm a student of knowledge, and like I always get a little pearl of something. Like, you guys always show me something that I didn't already know. So hopefully today everybody's mind is blown, and that was kind of my goal. I just want people to be like, wow, this is so cool, the possibilities of AI. Like, truly, you can just have so much fun. Like, if you're not laughing, having fun in your job, you need to get another job, period. Like, it makes
I
no
agree with
sense.
that. Amen to
And then
that.
you guys
If
are
you
like,
don't like
yeah.
what you're doing, something is wrong with what you're doing.
Mhm.
So anyways, all right, awesome. Nicole, appreciate you.
Thank
And
you for
thank
having
you
me.
for
I'm
coming
so
on.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.